Hello, everybody. This is Nicole Whitlock with eCom Sellers Podcast. I have with me today my partner in crime. I actually sort of sound like myself, don't I, Kelly?
Yeah, you sound a whole lot better than last week.
Oh, I know. But I still have these moments where my voice goes up and down, but I do sound more like myself. So, this is the eCom Sellers Podcast where we talk about e commerce news, tips, and more. Today's topic for the tips is going to be the busiest shopping days of the year. So please stay tuned. Share this out with a friend. Let somebody else know about the Ecom Sellers podcast. And tune in to check us out every Monday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on our Ecom Sellers Academy Facebook page and also on our YouTube channel. So with that, my son is giving me something in the middle of this podcast. I'm like, whatever. Uh, so with that, let's get on with it. I probably should have got a cough drop. So, Kelly, let's talk about what's been going on with you.
I'll just get ready for Thanksgiving and, just working on. I've been doing some listing. I do stuff. I did Instacart yesterday, trying to,
Yeah.
take advantage. It was rainy and nasty outside and cold and, so I was like, people don't want to go to the store. So,
Quick
you
cash.
know,
Quick cash.
so I get, I'll go to shopping. I'll brave the stores for you, so. I did that for a little bit, and then I was going to list when I got home, but I just sat in the couch and watched TV and did nothing. Sometimes you just have those days where, because it was rainy and I was worn out from shopping, and
I know
so
those days. I really do. It's been cold here, colder than what we are, of course, as Texans used to. So, and that has not helped me at all because I'm like, okay, I get my voice back, and then the next day it's gone. I get it back, and it's gone. So I'm like, okay, I'm done with the cold. I don't know what is going on with the weather, but it's supposed to be cold the next couple of days. I went and did all our Thanksgiving shopping and got that out the way so that way I could strategically figure out what we're going to fix for food. Or I'm going to be cooking one meal a day and putting it in the freezer today, tomorrow, like one of the Thanksgiving dinner meals, so that way all I have to do is spend an hour to an hour and a half in the kitchen and be done with it every single day, and then I can still work my business. But I'm also the vice president of a nonprofit, and so we are also coordinating dinners to families that are in need. So I have been a little busy. And then my business partner and I are connecting because we normally have something that we do as a family or as a group. And so we got that coming up. And I'm like, okay, so I'm juggling about 9,000 things. So pray for me that I hold up and hold out. I've been like double dosing it on the vitamin C and the vitamin D and trying to make sure I stay healthy and making sure that, I can still keep going. So after the holidays are over, I might be dragging. And then we also did the two workshops. Those workshops were phenomenal. So we got some really good value. A lot of people got a lot of good value out of those. So I'm glad that we got those knocked out. And so people can grab the replay if they want. That way they can take advantage of the next couple of days. So with that, I am going to let Kelly start with the news. So Kelly,
all
the
right,
floor is
and
yours.
I got that fun stuff. Sorry, you hear my papers kind of curled up here that I
All
took notes on. Let's start with everyone's favorite Amazon.
right.
Fun stuff. They're increasing fees in 2023. I mean, that's just everything we hear about every year is fees being increased. So the FBA outbound fees are going to go up on an average about 22%. 22 cents. I mean, not 22%, 22 cents.
Okay.
The peak monthly, that's for like the busy months, like October to like December, January. The peak monthly storage fees are go up about 20 cents per cubic foot for its non-sortable network, and the off-peak storage fees will rise about 3 to 4 cents per cubic foot. Um, and then there'll be a new storage utilization surcharge to apply to sellers who store a high cube of inventory related to the cube of their recent weekly sales starting on April 1st, 2023. Like, I don't really understand that one, but it sounds like just another fee to stack on. I'm so glad I don't have anything at FBA anymore. Um, they're going to also increase the surge charge fee on items stored between 271 and 365 days,
Mm-hmm.
effective April 15th. Oh, that last one, the storage utilization, I don't understand. That's going to be starting April 1st. They're like, April Fools. You get more fees. And then they're going to introduce an aged inventory surcharge on inventory that's stored between 180 to 270 days, excluding products in apparel, shoes, bags, jewelry, and watches. So that'll be effective April 15th. They don't want you to have your stuff just sitting in there. I mean, that's hard for booksellers because that's what I was. I was a bookseller. That's what they was sent back all to me was books mostly. And
Mm.
most everything else pretty much, except for kind of some holiday, holiday seasonal stuff might have stayed in there, but I kept it there for the next holiday before the next holiday because it's sold off season all the time.
Yeah.
Also they're increasing the cost to remove items, nearly
Are you?
doubling the cost. Yes. Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
sucks.
Yes.
So
And
they're
they're
going to
gonna,
charge you to remove it. They're going to charge you to have fees. So you send your stuff in, and then if it hits over a certain threshold, then you're gonna get a higher fee, and they're going to charge you if you want to get it pulled to be sent back.
yeah.
Oh God. Okay. All right.
I'm not, but wait, there's more.
No, wait. There's more. Okay.
They're going to apply a dim weight pricing, which is dimensional weight, which is weight by dimension. I guess you have big something that's big and fluffy, and but that doesn't weigh a lot, but it's huge size. So they're going to apply dim weight pricing and calculating shipping weight for large standard size products beginning February 16th. And they're expanding their small and light program for new products that measure 18 by 14 by 8 or less and weigh less than 3 pounds. And that it used to be that with the price, highest price you could do that for items was $10. Now they're going to increase it to $12
Okay.
for this small and light program. And here's one, they're gonna lower fees on the U.S. FBA new selection program.
New selection program.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the only thing that they're lowering fees. So most likely this was sent to you this last week in the email from Amazon if you're an Amazon seller, or it's in your Amazon
Inbox.
back office,
Yep.
Seller Central. So you might have to reconfigure prices and everything to think
Accommodate
about
these
all
fees.
these different fees.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Joy.
Mhm. Yay. Mhm. Okay, yeah, I know we're gonna talk about days that's a big days that well, Poshmark is adding a new day
Oh,
between Black Friday and Small Business Saturday and Cyber Monday. They're adding Secondhand Sunday as its own calendar day
oh, I love it.
because
Secondhand Sunday.
a lot of people are willing to gift secondhand items, especially vintage items and such. So that's another day to add between those days. Is you got your Black Friday and then Small Business Saturday, now Secondhand Sunday, and
Cyber
Cyber
Monday.
Monday.
Love
Got
it.
that whole 4 days there. So if you have secondhand stuff, that's what I sell is secondhand stuff mostly, and you want to get those up and listed for
Yeah,
Secondhand Sunday.
I love it.
Okay, Pitney Bowes, like who's Pitney Bowes? Pitney, if you look on your eBay labels, it says, provided by Pitney Bowes and such. They have a program where you can buy shipping from them to to use.
Hmm.
But they're offering a new shipping label printer with a built-in scale
Okay, nice.
with Wi-Fi. So you don't have to have a connected computer. You can use your phone and such. There's a software that you can use with it, so it connects to all your platforms, so that you can, when you ship, it automatically loads the tracking numbers and such. The charge for the software plan is $16.99 a month, and it's called the Pitney Ship Cube, which is like a 7x7 cube, and it has like a 15-pound scale. So
Okay.
it only weighs up to 15 pounds. So if you sell heavier stuff, this doesn't sound like it'd be a scale for you.
Okay.
Um, its sale price is $269,
Okay.
and the full price is $369.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
I'm like, gonna just get you. I already have me a scale and a printer. I don't see myself buying into that, but some people might want that just because it has Wi-Fi. There's so many people. I don't have a computer. How do I ship? I'm like, you don't have a computer. Yeah.
Interesting.
hmm Okay. The post office, United States Postal Service, the regional rate boxes are being discontinued. They're planning to eliminate the priority mail regional rate in January. So,
All of
you
them,
can,
regional A and regional B.
yeah, it's going to be gone. And you can still use the boxes afterwards, but it'll be by weight and dimension.
Are
As
you
like,
serious?
yes,
That sucks.
I know.
That sucks. Oh, I love
And
regional A and regional B because it's
talking about
like right in between. It's that right in between size,
mhm.
and it's perfect, and it's a reasonable price. All right.
And just a little side note to the because I use priority boxes, but I'm very use them correctly, and because I saw in the group, and I am in some reselling groups online, and some were like, someone was a new seller, and they're like, well, I know they give us free boxes from the post office, but they're only for priority mail. What do you do if it's first class? And someone's like, well, I just cover it with brown wrapping paper and send and do it that way. I still use the box. I'm like, no, you can't use that. And it's, they find out if they open that box, if it gets ripped and they see that it's priority mail box underneath there, they will charge you the difference for the price. And if you keep on abusing the boxes, they're going to take them all away from us, and then you won't have any free boxes. So if you need boxes for first class mail, get your neighbors to save all their Amazon boxes, save your Amazon boxes. I reuse boxes all the time. You could get boxes from Amazon, you could buy them from eBay, just plain boxes. So don't misuse the post office priority mailboxes
Because we
and
all pay.
envelopes.
Yeah, we all pay.
hmm
Okay.
So that was the news I had that I
Oh,
saw.
okay. Well, that was some good news. I'm just going to be honest. I have not. I need to go look at my Amazon email because I have not been 100% focused on, I'll look for like the little message pop up, but if it's something like long that I got to read that this it's not something I'm expecting, I'm like, okay, I'll have to read that another day because I just is like, it's not on my agenda for today. So I'm just going to go ahead and move on with life. So let me I think, hold on. I got to make sure I get this on the screen. There we go. All right, so let's talk about the news. Oh, it says page not found. Well, that is interesting. Okay, let's just see if we can find this article. It was about parents buying less, and it says page not found, which is really weird. Yeah, page not found. Okay, so let me see if I can find this article. It was a clearly an NBC article. So let me just see if I can find it real quick. Has to do with parents are buying fewer baby clothes, and they believe that that is a deeper sign. So we can find it on CNN because we can find it anywhere else. And it looks like the article is out there. This comes to us from CNN, was previously NBC. It was Saturday the 19th, and they're talking about parents are buying fewer baby clothes, a sign of deep financial distress. I think that's very interesting, only because of the fact that I spent so much time talking to different families this year. I think I talked to more families this year than I ever have. And so I do think that there are some that really are having some level of financial stress. But it says that customers are pulling back on spending at the Gap and Old Navy specifically in one specific category that shows how much families are feeling inflation's pinch. So they're talking about, people are buying fewer baby clothes. I think that, I also think that the whole being able to buy stuff secondhand, taking advantage of reseller shops and things like that, and then also buying stuff online. I think people are coming up with alternative ways to get those clothes. Because here's the reality, kids are going to grow. So
Yep.
whatever you buy the kids, look, it's not gonna fit in like 3 months or 6 months. So why spend all those high dollars anyway? It's just, we probably should have been doing the reselling thing for years. But I think people are starting to catch on. And I think last podcast we talked about that there was a whole article about how secondhand selling and secondhand buying is a thing now. I'm like, it's been a thing. It's just people are now paying attention. Those people who typically would not have taken advantage of using or buying secondhand are now paying attention. I think that's really what's happening. What do you think, Kelly?
Yeah, I think they are. They're hitting the garage sales. They're hitting the Goodwill. I see lots of families on the weekends, hitting the thrift stores and getting kids clothes, because it's way cheaper. You can buy, you know, a whole lot more at the thrift store for,
Yep.
and stretch out that money than, going to uh, Baby Gap, or I don't even know if Baby Gap still around, but
It's part of the Old Navy family. But yeah, it's crazy. So I think they're just finally getting slapped with the reality bug. And those of us that have been doing penny pinching for years were already aware of that.
oh
So,
yeah, I always knew when they were going to have the bag day at the thrift stores, and I know how to army roll the clothes so I can fit a whole lot more clothes into that bag and make stretch it out for, I had 4 kids to buy for, so yeah.
yep. It's a lot. So go check out that article, CNN. You can also try and find it on NBC and some of your local news. So then we have an article from TechCrunch, and it's talking about Go Freight raises 23 million to become the Shopify of freight forwarding. So for those people who are use freight forwarding or need freight forwarding, evidently Go Freight is now the big daddy in that space, or at least the one that's most known, and which is pretty good. And they raised some more capital. So Kelly and I have been talking about, or at least I've been talking about in a couple of podcasts, that a lot of the different businesses and companies that either support the e-commerce space or that are in the e-commerce space are investing in technology. And I think that as they become more efficient, you're going to continue to see, people raising money and then seeing that money go towards things that are going to help, streamline things and improve technology long term. So if you're using Go Freight, congratulations to you. If you're not and you need to do some freight forwarding, you might want to go look into Go Freight and see if they work for you. The next article comes to us from a local news source. It looks like LA's very own KTLA. I'm not in KTLA, but I thought this was a fun one because, we're going into Christmas. We're already in the holidays, but get $2,500 to watch 25 holiday movies in 25 days. So I thought this was fun. You do a Google search, you probably can find it. But for those people that are gonna sit around and maybe in front of their computer listing stuff, why not sign up for this too? If you're already gonna be sitting there listing, you're gonna be sitting there shipping and packaging things up. over the next several days, go for it. Like sign up for this too and get a little extra change just because. Put the TV on and don't pay attention to it, or put the TV on and get terribly distracted, whichever one works for you. But $2,500, I think everybody could use a little extra $2,500. So you can go and look up this on KTLA out of LA and check out the article. I think it was a fun, quick article to look at. All right, the next article comes to us from CNBC, and it's talking about Amazon is reportedly planning to lay off about 10,000 employees starting this week. Now, there was another article follow-up that said that they're going to continue layoffs into next year. Again, I go back to a couple of things. They had already said that they were going to be investing about, I don't know, Kelly, I think it was 6 weeks ago, maybe, that they were going to be investing in technology anyway. A lot of the companies, Walmart has said it, Target has said it, that because at that time it was a slowing economy, that they were going to invest in technology. So it sort of indirectly, possibly makes sense. Maybe they're going to find more areas of potential efficiency. Amazon needs people. I mean, that's just a fact. And there's always going to be a need for people during the holidays. And I think even with the layoffs, they're going to figure out strategically how to not impact buying, and they're going to try to figure out how to strategically not impact sellers selling on their platform to some extent. Clearly, they're raising fees. Kelly told us earlier. So, but I think that they're going to try to find some efficiencies so that they don't need these 10,000 people. Now, during the pandemic, I think they hired over 80,000 people. So if they hired 80,000, they let go of 10,000. Now how many of those 80,000 were still here? Okay, let's just start with that. But because probably half of the 80,000 quit already. So it's probably down to 40,000, and then they're going to let 10,000. So that means they're down to 30,000. But my point is, that's still there. Amazon is letting go of some people. So I am not necessarily 100% freaking out. I am just thinking, okay, they said that they were going to try and gain some efficiencies. And they said that they're letting those people go in the corporate and technology roles. But then they said they were investing in technology. So this is going to be interesting to see how this plays out, how it's going to impact the business. They say that, everything has been slowing down a little bit for them. And I think I did an article, I don't know where it is right now, talking about their third quarter numbers. Like their third quarter numbers were actually not bad. Maybe it's coming up. In any case, the next article comes to us from CNN, and it says shoppers are pulling back at Macy's and Kohl's. Well, that's not a surprise. Kohl's has been in the news for a while, talking about the challenges they've been having financially. So that does not surprise me that some people are potentially pulling back from shopping at Kohl's. I can also tell you that Kohl's has definitely been having some staffing issues, because every time I go into a Kohl's, they got so many flipping long lines. I mean, we are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but Jiminy Christmas, those lines are crazy. Like we went over to customer service just to get through a shorter line, because I was like, look, mama is winded and she cannot stand here any longer. So it's really interesting. They had six lanes open, and I don't know how many people were in the line. I feel like it was like at least 120 people in the line. I was like, oh my God, we'll never leave it. So anyway, just, you can read this article on CNN Business to see what they have to say and what they're thinking about. The shoppers are pulling back. Okay, this next one comes to us from, I don't know, Marca, something. And okay, I don't know what's going on here. When you pull stuff up in advance, all kinds of stuff pops up. So the IRS is shutting down e-filing for the 26th. That happens to be on a Saturday. So that's on Small Business Saturday, ironically. Why I laugh about that is because, it's Small Business Saturday. I guess they figure small businesses are going to be busy. They're not going to be e-filing on that day. But evidently they're going through and doing some updates and upgrades. I have no idea why this little ad popped up, because that's just what happens right now. So if you had some stuff that you're going to submit electronically through to the IRS, just know that they're down on the 26th, probably not coming up until Sunday evening. So just a heads up on that. My guess is that most businesses will be busy because of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and Small Business Saturday. This article comes to us from CNBC. It says Alibaba has 15% of China delivery areas. They've been disrupted during the Singles Day shopping festival. Now, I am not a master or fully understand what Singles Day is, but the fact that there's a level of disruption is really interesting because China was considered one of the emerging markets when it comes to e-commerce. The numbers, like, we think that we spend a lot of money in the US, and each country thinks they spend a lot of money, but China was doing a boatload of online buying, even though we were having challenges with the people opening accounts and in the U.S. to be sellers. The point is that China was one of the emerging markets when it comes to buying. So I think this might be a little interesting. You probably want to go take a look at it and dig into it a little bit further if you're interested in that. But that is from CNBC, and it's talking about how Alibaba says that 15% of China delivery areas were disrupted during the Singles Day shopping festival. So go check that out. The next article comes to us from CNBC as well. And it talks about Walmart and Target's quarterly results lay bare to the retailers' stark differences. So it's talking about the difference in their numbers for third quarter and what their numbers look like in the different areas of the store. And yeah, there's a huge difference between the numbers between Walmart and Target. I think this was a really fun article to read. So if I were you, I would definitely check it out on CNBC. As you can see, the grocery store averages or percentages, 56% grocery, whereas Target is only getting 20%. And I have to say, I like going to Target. The produce department is so much nicer. It is so much
It's
nicer.
so much smaller in our Target, and they're like, and it's not like they're like this. We're selling you bananas by 25 cents each. No wait.
I just think that the produce department is so much cleaner and more organized. And, we have a boatload of Walmarts, and every single Walmart I go to, like, there's maybe only one Walmart out of the 8 that are near me that I'm like, okay, this Walmart feels like they got it together. All the others, is like, I just have to look at the food and the fruit, like, double take and go, what in the heck is going on at this store? So I do like Target. I do know that it pays. They charge a little bit more. Sometimes, depends on what it is. So they talked about same store sales in third quarter versus a year ago. Walmart was up 8.2%, whereas Target was up 2.7%. Again, Target had been in the news all summer, second quarter and part of third quarter, talking about that they were rejecting the inventory that they had previously ordered. So I'm not a little surprised by that. Target's got to figure out how to drive more traffic. And then the U.S. store count, clearly Walmart is waxing that, like, they got way more stores. They clearly have way more stores than Target. So, but I still like Target. I mean, I do like the feel of Target and the look and feel. And I know that Walmart is sort of trying to model some of their stores after them, but I don't think Walmart is hurting, regardless of what they say. So you can go check out this article, and it's just really interesting to see and to go through. All right, the next article comes to us from Business Insider, and Target says that they lost over $400 million this year due to inventory shrink, and they would consider that organized retail crime is mostly to blame. We know that we've seen those videos of people stealing stuff from Home Depot and stealing stuff from Lowe's and stealing stuff from Target, stealing stuff from Ulta, stealing stuff from Walmart, stealing stuff. Like, I don't know. I think a bunch of people lost their minds when the pandemic hit and boldness became the thing to do. And I would say the level of stupidity there, where they would load up stuff, walk into a Walgreens or CVS and just clear the shelves. Just the level of, wow, arrogance and entitlement that I just can't even process. So they are saying that they lost over 400 million. I'm not surprised by that number, sadly enough. And I feel like there's probably a bunch of other stores that could probably tell their numbers too, because a lot of these stores got robbed blind during the pandemic and right after, as we're not over the pandemic, but as we were coming out of that phase where everybody's like, nope, I'm not staying home anymore. And so now I think there are less people stealing the way that they were before, but it's still happening. And it's a bad thing, and they've just got to figure out how to get a handle on it. I don't know what else to say there.
Not just stealing. I'm in a local. It's just like a local group from my city, and or we talk about what's going on, and there's people in there all the time saying there's these teenagers that come to the Target after school, and they go around and they open up cookies and eat 2 or 3 cookies out of the package and put it back on the shelf, and or they'll get the silly string and start spraying it and everything. So all this inventory gets ruined because they sprayed it with silly string, and they're just, and they're opening up lip gloss to try it on and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, really?
It is. I have seen the stupidity of teenagers at our local Target. They will take. So this is like not really. I guess maybe after I got out of the hospital, and I was on the oxygen. If I had to go to the store, I would bring my oxygen. And the doctor wanted me to get out and walk, but I just, it was too cold last winter, so I was just like, okay, we're gonna go to a Target, put a mask on, whatever, because we knew there weren't that many people in the store anyway. But I would go into the store, and if I needed that, the wheelchair cart, teenagers were riding around the store racing each other in the wheelchair cart. They rode past me multiple times with their level of arrogance just to show that we took the cart that we know you need and we don't care about it. They were running into aisles. They were running into each other. They were nearly missing other customers. And the Target employees didn't do anything about it.
Well, they can't. They say the Target employee, well, they're minors. We can't do anything about them because they're minors.
Oh my God. I think that they should have military as security. I think that they should do that. And every time you want to act that way, we're just going to send you through a military boot camp, whatever. But those are real stories that actually happened to me at Target. I was like, wow. So yeah, I complained about it. I was like, I was barely breathing. My family was trying to find a wheelchair cart because I needed to sit down, and they had taken them all. So I had to go over into, the lawn area and just sit down. Not the lawn area, the whatever it was, where there's chairs. And I sat down over there and caught my breath and then got up and kept walking again. But these kids are just crazy. I don't know. All right. So Dollar Tree announces a massive shakeup, and Family Dollar prices could drop across 16,000 stores. Hey. So I know we talk about Dollar General all the time. You got that 5 off of 25 that you get that coupon and take advantage of that. So this might be an opportunity for you to roll up on a Family Dollar every once in a while and see what kind of deals you can get out of that if they're lowering some prices. So I don't think, Dollar Tree is not going to go back to $1, but the point is, Family Dollar is bringing down some of their prices because they're part of the same family. I think they're just trying to take away some of that market share from Dollar General. But you can go look at this article. It's in the Sun, the U.S. Sun. And then, this is the one that we said the page was not found, which was the article about baby clothes. So we hit all of our news that I had. I'm sure there's some other news that I completely forgot to pull up. So I hope that was helpful. Share this out. Let somebody else know about it. Now we're going to transition to go talk about the busiest shopping days. Dun, dun, dun. Now here's the deal. We've actually talked about these before. We've shared them before, but I think it was several months ago, and maybe even last year. It may have been at the end of last year or the beginning of the year, one of the two, talking about the busiest shopping day. So it's a repeat for us. We know what they are, but if you have not, don't know, haven't Googled it, didn't do the research yourself, we're going to go ahead and tell you what the busiest shopping days are. Now, I don't have Secondhand Sunday on there, but I'm sure that over the next couple of years, that one's going to pick up some momentum, and that will probably be thrown into the mix as the 10 busiest shopping days of the year. So we're going to go ahead and start this. I will let Kelly have the floor. You get number 1.
Prime Days. So yeah, they have they had 2 Prime Days this year. They had the one that's in July, I believe it is.
Yeah, and
beginning
it was
of July.
Monday, Tuesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then they also ran one in October, which they didn't get as much traffic to this year, but Amazon offers some deals, and of course, all the other sites are going to be like, well, we got to get in on this too. So Walmart be adding their specials, and Target will having their specials, and Best Buy are having their specials. So everyone's going to take care of all these specials. Or some of us just don't really care. That's just we're not. I don't think we've ever really bought anything because of Prime Days in our house, but
Okay. I have. I mean, I take advantage of some things
yeah.
on Prime Day. There's sometimes that I can get things dirt cheap that'll last me for the year because they mark it down enough that I'm like, oh, I'll be able to buy it online versus going to physically go to the store and get it myself. So yeah. Now I'm going to say that this list is not in any particular order. So I'm not saying Prime Day is the number one busiest shopping day, but I'm saying that these are the 10 busiest shopping days, and they're not necessarily ranked. This is just the list. So know that this list is not ranked. It's just a list. All right. Number 2 is Black Friday, which we're only a few days away from Black Friday. So hopefully you're preparing yourself for some sales, for some traffic, for the opportunity to make a little extra money. So hopefully you've pulled together your Black Friday strategy. You know what your Black Friday schedule is. You know what your budget is, and all of those things. You got your ads ready. Whatever you're doing, you're sending your listings through Ping or Ping Farm, or you're going to scale up and creating listings over the next couple of days so you can get a few of those sales. I would tell you, I call Black Friday that day of the year where no matter what, there's an opportunity for you to get a sale. It is the day of the year in which you can cast your reel into the ocean or into the lake or into the pond, and there's so many fish that you're eventually somebody's going to get a bite. Like you're going to have 5,000 fishermen, but because they filled the pond with over 150 or 300,000 fish, everybody's going to have a chance. It doesn't matter. So I think if you don't take advantage of making sure you have some active listings on Black Friday, that's on you. Even if your listing is horrible, that's on you.
All right, Cyber Monday. If someone couldn't find the deal on Black Friday, maybe they'll have a better deal on Cyber Monday. That's the Monday after Black Friday, and that's coming up next Monday.
Yep.
So maybe if you find some good Black Friday deals, you can put them on, get them listed, and be able to sell them on Cyber Monday.
There you go. Great opportunity. All right. All right. Small Business Saturday, AKA the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So Small Business Saturday, which is also the day in which the IRS system for electronic filing is going to be down this year. It's an opportunity for you to get some sales. So if you have like your own Wix or Weebly or WooCommerce, BigCommerce, Shopify, any of those stores that are standalone, Facebook shops, Instagram shops, even if you're running your own store on Poshmark or any of where you've set yourself up that you have your own sort of storefront in any kind of way, it's a great opportunity for you to market to your list that you already have, or hopefully you've been building a customer list. There's also an opportunity for you to gain new customers. So putting out specials and promotions to get more traffic, because during Small Business Saturday, there's a push for people to buy from small business instead of the big box stores. So do small businesses get a little bump on that day? Absolutely. And because the emphasis is all about, hey, giving small businesses an opportunity to be heard. Everybody hears from Walmart and Target and all the other big box stores all the time, and especially for Black Friday. So there's like sort of, I won't say there's an agreement out in the universe, but giving small businesses the opportunity to have their voice heard and letting them get some sales. That is the reason why Small Business Saturday exists. Mrs. Kelly's.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. I got an Etsy notification. I was trying to peek at it real quick.
Okay.
Saturday before Christmas, Super Saturday. So this is like if you can get that stuff, you know, priority mail sent out, you know, hopefully it'll get there in time. But yeah, this is like getting close down to the deadline of priority mail of getting everything to their family members, and they're like, oh no, I forgot Aunt George. So
Yes. Opportunity, lots and lots of opportunity. And again, it's a big selling day. All right, the Sunday before Christmas. Again, people are not really thinking about these days, but ironically, the busiest shopping days are all between Thanksgiving and New Year's. Every single one of the busiest shopping days, except for one, is between Thanksgiving and New Year's. So know that people are spending all through December. And I remember when I first started in the e-commerce game, like they would tell you, shut down your store. And I'm like, why are you shutting down your store? Why would you do
I've
that?
made sales on Christmas days before.
I know. I was like, that is the stupidest. Don't forget to shut down your store. I'm not shutting down my store. So just
If they
every
buy it,
time
they know they buy it 2 days before Christmas, and they can see the estimated day delivery. They can see it's not going to get there before Christmas. But there's people who might be not going to see their family until January 1st.
right. So it's irrelevant. So I just was like, look, just because you don't have whatever, or maybe you're doing some level of drop shipping, which is what we used to do back in the day. We used to drop ship from retailers, which was not the thing to do. And so they'd be like, well, no, I'm like, look, if you found secondary sources or third sources, you can still do it. That's first thing. Second, I don't know why you would want to shut down your stuff when you know it's the busiest shopping day of the year. I think, whoever was preaching that at the time, like, you have to know it's the busiest shopping day of the year. Sell something. If you don't have that to sell something else. So the Sunday before Thanksgiving. So go look at your calendar right now. Write this down for next year and all the days after this. That the Sunday before Thanksgiving is a hot shopping day for people.
Sunday before Christmas.
Sunday before Christmas. Sorry. All right.
But sorry, there's something that's blocking. I can't read what this says. 23rd
You might as well
and
just say Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve. Okay.
It's normally like the 2 days, the Christmas Eve and the day before. So that's what it is.
Yeah, this is mostly like this is the dads going to the Walgreens and the CVS because they didn't get their wife something, so they're going to try to find the perfume that they hopefully hasn't sold out.
Oh my God. And then ordering that backup gift just so it arrives and say, no, no,
Yeah,
no. What I gave you was just your preliminary gift. Your other gift finally arrived. It was just late. Yeah, that excuse. I
yeah, it
love
got
it.
delayed in shipping, so
Absolutely love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. The second Saturday in December is typically classified as like the guaranteed deadline Saturday and or the shipping deadline Saturday. So for some platforms, you'll see like, hey, order it by this date and we'll guarantee that you'll receive it by Christmas. And that date somewhere falls between, it's depending on the platform and depending on the retailer, it can fall anywhere from the 10th to the 15th of December. And so again, the second Saturday of December is typically that window, close to that window where they'll say, okay, we'll guarantee it up to this date, or the last day to get free shipping. So free shipping is another thing that they'll do so that way you'll place your order. And if you order it before this date, we'll not only guarantee you'll receive it, but we'll also give you free shipping. So again, it typically falls around the second Saturday of December. It's not always a guarantee, but the second Saturday of December is a hot shopping day. So sometimes there's a correlation, sometimes there's not.
the first Saturday in December. Well, and it's not Small Business Saturday this year, but um, everyone's finally is like it's December. It's finally getting to that seasonal feel, and it might be the day after they get their first paycheck in December. They actually have money to spend because they just spent all the money before on buying Thanksgiving dinner. So now they have money to spend for Christmas gifts in December, and a lot of people maybe waiting paycheck to paycheck to buy gifts instead of using credit because I don't want to uh, build up that credit card fees and such.
Yeah. So again, knowing this, even if you don't get your listings up by Black Friday, just know that there is another hot shopping day happening in the following weekend. So for those that are like freaking out, I'm not ready for Black Friday. Okay, fine. Just be ready for the first Saturday in December, the second Saturday in December, and the Saturday before Christmas in December. Those are three big hot shopping days. So yeah,
Just
don't let Black Friday, derail you. Go ahead, Kelly.
be like Dory the fish. Just keep listing, just keep listing, 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 just keep listing.
Yes, absolutely. All right. And then the Saturday after Christmas is also known as Boxing Day in the UK, and it could be considered Boxing Day in the US. I learned what that term meant. Like they box up stuff. But in any case, the Saturday after Christmas, we always see those after Christmas sales. That's also when you start seeing those New Year sales like being unveiled. So, again, the Saturday after Christmas, another opportunity for you to continue to get sales. So, what did we just learn? We know that the Saturday of Thanksgiving, the first Saturday in December, second Saturday in December, third Saturday or the Saturday before Christmas, and the Saturday after Christmas are all, or sorry, yeah, the Saturday after Christmas or the day after Christmas. Really, the day after Christmas is the 26th, and it's not always on a Saturday, but the Saturday after Christmas is also a big one. So, depending on when Boxing Day falls, I want to make a correction to the slide. Boxing Day is the 26th of December. So, it depends on when Christmas falls. But the Saturday after Christmas is also a big shopping day. In any
I
case,
remember
go ahead.
how many times we went to Walmart on the 26th, right
Yes.
when they open up,
Yep.
and it is crazy crowded. And I remember I went one time with Nikki,
Yep.
and I don't know, she had like 10 carts full of stuff.
Because they put stuff on clearance.
Yeah.
Everything's on clearance at Walmart
Hmm.
right after Christmas. So the 26th, because again, this slide is sort of incorrect. There is the Saturday after Christmas, which is still a hot shopping day if you go back and look in history. But Boxing Day or the day after Christmas is a hot shopping day as well. But that's when we get all the discounts. Like for those people who are looking for the real deals after Christmas, that's the day. So it's Boxing Day, which is the 26th.
Or
So I
you
should
buy up the ugly Christmas sweaters to save for the next year to list.
Right. You get all of those bundle kits that are already pre-made so you don't have to make your own bundles and you resell those. So, and you can resell them on eBay. You can resell them on whatever platform you want to resell them on. But you go and get that stuff at 50% off and sometimes more because they're trying to clear out space. Because what's coming into the store after Christmas? All the
Valentine's.
Valentine's and also all the spring stuff. They're literally going to have swimsuits in the store on maybe not January 1st, but at least mid-January. You're going to walk into Walmart and go, why are the swimsuits out? You heard it here first. So I will
Because then,
fix my
then it is like, oh, swimsuits, and then right next to it is diet stuff.
Yep, because of all the New Year's stuff. They know how to mess with your psyche. It's all a game. We're all being manipulated all the time to buy, buy, buy. So again, you just have to pay attention to when this stuff is happening and how it works. So I will split out this slide so the future is correct. But the point is the Saturday after Christmas is a big shopping day. And the day after Christmas is also a big shopping day, known as Boxing Day. And there's a lot of clearance that people can take advantage of everywhere, including Walgreens and CVS. So I remember those days, Kelly. We should do that again. All right. I do want to mention that in the eCom Sellers Academy, we do have the upcoming funnels workshop. So if you were looking to build a product funnel this year, to sell any products, specific products, maybe your private label product, you can definitely join the funnels workshop if you're interested. It is going to be on Tuesday. So definitely sign up right now. You can go to ecomsellers.com/product funnel. And that way you'll sell your specialty or single item product or multiple item using a funnel. I want to invite you all to grab the replays because we just went through the busiest days, busiest shopping days of the year. And we did do two workshops, our print on demand workshop and our bundles workshop. And you can grab the replay of those and then spend some time going through them, executing the steps that we outline in those workshops, and then using that to make some money this Black Friday and the following Saturday, and the following Saturday, and the following Saturday, and the following Saturday. So know that you don't have to count yourself out. You can go ahead and go through the training yourself and use that to help you to make some money coming up right now. Right now. So go to ecomsellersmastery.com/holiday POD to grab the recording, and or go to ecomsellersmastery.com/holiday bundles to get the recordings. The price right now is still low. The price will change, but the price is low right now. So grab it while it's still low. And then we do invite you to grab the 2023 My Ecom Planner. We did have it at the discounted price. We are probably going to offer a Black Friday deal, but just letting you know that you can get the Ecom Planner. So I would pay attention to this Black Friday and see what price that we're offering. And I think we have some other planners that are coming out as well. So you can go to myecomplanner.com to grab the 2023 e-commerce planner. It's created for sellers by sellers, and it is definitely worth it. And then if you're looking for some help in your e-commerce business and you want to get some arbitrage leads, you can grab your arbitrage leads. You get 200 leads a month. You pay $50 a week. So you're going to get 50 leads every single week for $50 a month. That's not bad. So you can go to ecomsellersacademy.com/RAOA leads to take advantage of getting the e-commerce, the arbitrage leads. So with that, Miss Kelly, we are done. We are back. Dun, dun, dun.
Sorry. My cat knocked something off the table. My dog had to come bark at the cat about it.
Oh, okay. It is okay. So I do want to say this to everybody. Look, it's going to be Thanksgiving this week, and we hope that you have safe travels, that you have an extremely productive and profitable week, whatever your plans are. Kelly, I am praying for you and whatever you got going on this week, that you get everything done that you want to get done and everything you feel like you need to get done this week. And I'm going to do the same for myself because the next 48 hours are going to be terribly insane for me. Terribly. I don't think things slow down for me until Wednesday evening. So so I got at least a couple of days of crazy coming up.
Yeah, I plan to do more Instacart on my days off of work, and of course listing, and then also baking. I volunteered to bring the sweet potato casserole and some desserts to our family Thanksgiving on Thursday. So,
What dessert are you making?
I'm gonna try to do the layered. It's a cheesecake on the bottom, and then pumpkin pie in the top, and it's like a layer thing.
Okay.
I made it last year, so they liked it. So
Okay. Well, for my Thanksgiving dinner, we're having collard greens. So I've got to put those in the slow cooker tonight so that they will be ready tomorrow. And then I'm going to put those in the freezer or the refrigerator. We're also going to have cabbage. And I'm going to put those in the slow cooker after I do the collard greens. So that way that's one each day. We are doing mac and cheese. So then I will cook that with the boys. More than likely, we'll probably cook that on Wednesday night or either early Thursday morning. And we are going to do stuffing and I'm not doing turkey. So, or dressing, whatever you want to call it. Some people call it stuffing, some people call it dressing. Depends on where you were raised as to what you call it. But so
stuffing was the stuff that was stuffed in the turkey. Dressing was not put in the turkey; it's on the side.
There you go. So we're doing chickens. I'm doing chickens this year. My boys, I asked them if they wanted turkey. They said no. So we are having chicken this year. I gave them a choice of chicken, turkey, or ham. and we're gonna do 3 chickens. Now I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do three. I think it's probably gonna be 2 chickens is what we're gonna do. And so I'm gonna put those chickens on first thing went Thursday morning while I work in my business, and do the dressing the night before. And then the last thing that we're doing is potatoes, cubed potatoes with green beans. So it's not necessarily a green bean casserole, but cubed potatoes with green beans. And so that we'll do probably tomorrow as well. So I can just knock all that out. And then I did pick up, look, I'm not making any sweets, but next year I'm going to make the boys make sweets. I got pies. I bought the pre-made pies so just so I can knock that out. So we got the pecan pie, we got the sweet potato patties pies, and so we got those all ready to go. So that's my game plan.
Yeah, I have my. I'm not sure. I have to get with my see what my son and when my son and daughter-in-law come because last year is my daughter-in-law, my daughter, and me. First, we stopped off at Kroger and got cinnamon rolls for all the people who are cooking because they only want to get the cinnamon rolls because we're cooking. And we were at my mom's like at 9 in the morning, and we were helped do the cooking with the turkey, and we used the Instapot for the potatoes, and just and my dad, he was there just to be the muscle to put the turkey in and out. And so all us ladies were cooking together, and we had sat down and had tea or coffee and some cinnamon rolls, and just kind of like some family bonding time, and had the parade on. Last year the parade got rained out or something, but watch the parade and then put on Christmas music afterwards, and then that by that time dinner's made and we had dinner, and then we always do games afterwards.
Nice. Well, I hope, Kelly, you have a great Thanksgiving. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'm going to be listing. So I'm hoping that I'll be spending no more than 2 hours each day just getting a meal done. I'm going to use the Instapot, the crock pot, and every other thing that I can just walk away from so I can keep working. I do have my goals for the number of listings I want to create every single day. And then I also have my goals for the number of listings I'm going to rework and the number of listings I'm going to send through Pingler and Ping Farm. So I can try to drive as much organic traffic as possible. So I'm just excited about this year. I do invite everybody also to just check out our Black Friday specials that we're going to be promoting. We will have some, and we hope that you'll take advantage of them. I think we have some great promotions coming up. So, Kelly, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Everyone who's watching, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Happy Black Friday. Happy Cyber Monday. Happy Small Business Saturday. And happy Secondhand Sunday to all of you. Much, many different, I guess, blessings and prayers over you and your business, and much success. We pray that you have a lot of success. And with that, we are going to say goodbye for now. Bye, y'all. Let us know what you're cooking for Thanksgiving. You can write it in the comments. If you're not cooking, that's fine too. Okay.